Space Marine 2 community warns against nerfs after developer Q&A. Devs hinted at weapon nerfs in Warhammer 40k. Space Marine 2, concerned about balance and bugs. Although the developers already shared a roadmap for future content updates previously, they've taken the time to sit down for a Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine FAQ and answered some of the most pressing questions from the community. Their responses are very transparent and give fans a clear picture of what and what not to expect from upcoming patches. Community backlash is seen against potential nerfs, expressing a preference for buffs over changes. Stabilizing the servers, which are sometimes ailing due to the massive players, is one of the high-priority items on Saber's list. Additional server capacity is bound to come online, and a bigger patch is planned soon to improve this topic further. Melt-A-Gun is a hot topic, with players defending its usefulness and emphasizing its critical role in stunning elites. In the next patch, the developers want to make campaign allies a little less passive, especially in boss fights. They also want to tune them to help with certain objectives in a later update. Planned for the future as well are some tweaks to AI aggression on veteran difficulty. In its first public Q&A since Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2 launched, Focus Home Interactive hinted that a variety of nerfs could be coming to the game. Of the blocking weapon trait being too powerful in PvE, the team said, "We'll definitely make changes in a future patch." Regarding the Melt-A-Gun, Focus Home Interactive said, "We have noticed a bug where the Melta allows the user to heal above the contested health. We aim to fix this in the next patch." In PvP, the developers also confirmed they're considering changes to weapons such as melee balancing, shock grenades, bulwark, and heavy being too present in capture game modes, but they did admit they don't want to make rash decisions before seeing the global picture. While the developers were forthcoming when talking about nerfs, Focus Home Interactive also implied buffs are being considered for the assault class and the bolt rifle. However, with the threat of nerfs hanging over their heads, the Space Marine 2 community has come out in force. Improvements to matchmaking are being planned so that users will not matchmake with players of the same class anymore. Saber Interactive wants to tackle toxicity as well, rewarding XP to a user based on their actual contributions. At the moment, some groups are kicking players from their party to slot in a friend and let them get all the XP for the match. "We don't want to make rash decisions before seeing the global picture," the developers wrote about PvP balancing. "At the moment, we are checking the most common topics such as melee balancing, shock grenades, bulwark, and heavy being too present in capture game modes. Expect some tweaks in the first big content patch, but not before." A recent Reddit thread titled "We Don't Need Nerfs, We Need Buffs" has gained serious traction, receiving over 550 comments and almost 2,000 upvotes in under 24 hours. The original poster shares their opinions, ending with, saying nerf to everything that performs above the worst guns in the game is a quick way to send this game to the grave like Helldivers 2, a sentiment echoed by many others. The Melta was the biggest bone of contention of the considered nerfs, with multiple players quick to defend it, saying, "The Melta is very useful. It can clear trash, as you said, which simplifies dealing with elites that you can stun with it. It is one of few weapons that can consistently stun an elite.